I love the hustle, man.
If it wasn't firing Mike Brown, what do you think it should have been?
Should have been trade. At least trade. See what you go and get on trade market for whoever you want to go and trade for. You know what I'm saying? Or trade away. See what you go ahead and get on the open market. Go ahead and wait till you go into All-Star break or a little bit after All-Star break. Just let the man coach out the rest of the year. You don't make the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? You can eat his contract, let him walk off or whatever. But when you're firing a coach in the middle of this season, been productive for you, I think that's probably, and I'm going to be real with you. Me on the outside looking in, and I don't really know too much but I think that was the reason why Fox was really talking about staying with Sacramento because of Mike Brown. This might change up, man. This might change up.
Well, oh shoot, you cutting out. Hold on, we got you. You sound like you're cutting out.
How many coaches has Fox had since he's been for Sacramento?
Who, you know what's crazy? Who was the coach before Mike Brown?
Am I still down? Or am I good?
Oh, okay. You sound okay right now.
It was Luke.
Luke Walton,
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Luke Walton, wasn't it?
Yes, Luke Walton. I want to say,
and then before Luke Walton, it was.
Oh, I can't remember. Can't remember right now. But yeah, Luke, and then
when did Mike Malone get fired? Because Mike Malone was there too as well.
Oh, so when that was like 2014, 15. I think he was gone because we still had DeMarcus Cousins at that time. That was a while ago.
But look how many coaches they've been through though. That doesn't allow you to create a culture. Had nobody stay there a long time.
Well, I think in defense of that, and I understand what everybody's saying about the culture, but in defense of that, like when you're not winning, I think the front office is more so like, how can I justify keeping you if we're not seeing the results of, on the floor. And the one thing that nobody can say, and I know a lot of people,
and that's a good reason.
And I know a lot of people are beating up on the Kings right now, the Kings organization as a whole. But one thing you guys cannot say is that they're not trying their best to build a roster here. Because let's be honest, a lot of us, and I know it's going to be a whole lot of people. Now, hindsight's 2020. Now they're going, oh, I didn't like it. My boy just texted me the other day or today talking about, I never liked the DeRozan signing. Really? Over Harrison Barnes, you didn't think that was an upgrade?
Well, like, there's been a couple. Of
course, there's people now. But what would people?
There's been a couple people.
Of course, they're saying that because again, hindsight's 2020. People always want to just hop on what they feel is because all right. Let's say the result was different. Let's say the Kings were winning and they were fourth in the West. Nobody would be saying that. Oh, I don't like the DeRozan.
Oh, then they'd be like, bro, it's
easy to say.
No, not at all.
That's why I like when people say stuff before.
Definitely, when it's a losing situation. For sure.
That's why I want people to say how they feel before the results, before you see what happens. All right, what do you think? Because I don't want you to come back later like, see, told me.
Right.
Like so.
Right.
But the Kings have made an effort. They re-signed Monk, right? They're paying they paid some bonus. He got cashed out. You know what I'm saying? I think they want to keep Fox. Yep. So that's one thing you cannot say, and I don't care what nobody says, you can't say that Vivek is not trying to build a roster here. And I'm going to be honest, when I looked at this roster in the summer, I'm like, okay. Like, all right.
Pretty solid.
Because I'm thinking in my mind, I'm going to get the same Keegan Murray that's been kind of growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, oh, we get a veteran. I'm thinking we get a veteran. I'm thinking we get a veteran in DeRozan. I'm thinking De'Aaron Fox is going to continue to grow as a defender and as a scorer and as a point guard in the NBA.
Right.
I know Sabonis is a double machine. I'm like, yo, we getting Monk back healthy.
Yes.
Yo, we getting Devin Carter, who looks like he could be a 3-and-D serviceable guy off the bench. We still got a shooter and Herter. We still, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I like the roster.
Yes.
So I don't think anybody saw this coming. Now, let's just talk about what the issues are on the court. So I don't know if Mike Brown could have did anything different schematically. But let's just talk about some of the things we're seeing. What do you see on the court that is working, and what do you see on the court that's not working right now for the Sacramento Kings? And what do they need to change moving forward to start winning some games?
Well, man, goddamn. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. They've been really inconsistent to where you don't what to really decipher. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is like the only thing that I've really seen so far, and I think I've been expressed this in past videos and things of that nature, is that the lack of effort on defense and rotation when one man leaves, another man is left open for a wide open three, or they take it to the hoop and there's nobody down there to defend, or the sloppy, silly fouls that De'Aaron Fox gets himself into with foul troubles and things of that nature. So it's like, for me, it's like, I feel like from what I've seen so far, is lack of effort, consistency, lack of effort on the defense. Let me put that out there first and foremost. Lack of effort on defense and inconsistency with making shots on the other end. And I mean, that's everybody from Herter to Fox to Keegan Murray to Sabonis to, you know what I'm saying, even, you know what I'm saying, DeRozan, you know, or Monk, you know, for that matter, bro. It's been to where it's like one game you're hot and the next couple games you got to shoot cold and can't shoot a penny in the ocean. What are y'all doing? So for me on the outside looking in and just seeing and watching from what I've been seeing over these last 20-some games or more, is definitely the lack of defense, bro, and definitely inconsistency with basically shooting the ball. In this league, you got to be able to shoot and you got to be able to knock it down. If you can't do it,
what happened? Well, here's the thing. Our 3-point shooters were Keegan and Herter. Like, and you know, those are like our main 3-point shooters. I know, like not Mike Malone. Mike Brown was always encouraging Keegan, hey, if you're open, shoot it. I feel like I wasn't really seeing it. And I feel like Keegan, specifically Keegan Murray, I feel like he's deferring because of DeMar DeRozan's presence. But because of DeMar DeRozan's presence,
I agree, 110%.
I feel like as soon as he got on that court, I feel like he didn't know, like, and I don't know, maybe he was told, like, yo, because here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize too. And like, if you don't really know how the NBA works, this is one thing that a lot of people don't realize. When certain guys get signed to your team or they're on your roster, they're promised a certain amount of shots.
Yes.
Like, yo, you're gonna eat. So maybe Keegan was like, oh, here DeMar. Oh, here Fox. Oh, here's because now you have three guys who gotta eat.
Right.
And if you notice lately, DeMar's numbers are kind of. If you notice, since the start of the season, like,
because like you said at the very beginning, you said they were force feeding, like, hey, DeRozan, here.
Remember I said that?
Instead of everybody just playing their game and letting it just come to them, it's gonna come to you. It's gonna come to you eventually.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Play a little bit more freely to where it's gonna come to you instead of force feeding. Oh, I'm gonna force feed it because you're brand new here. We don't want you to, we don't want to have any issues. We want you to go ahead and get this ball. And then for Keegan, on his situation here, it was just like, he completely was just like, hey, look, you know what? Sabonis has been the big guy here. Fox has been the big guy since I've been here. Malik Monk, when he comes in here, you know what I'm saying? And then me, or however they want to go ahead and do it, Once that happened, I know he's like, all right, you know what? Less shots for me. Let me go ahead and figure out how to force feed these superstars. You know what I'm saying, first, and then I can go ahead and figure it out on my end. But I like Mike Brown and what he did. Encourage the young bull to go ahead and shoot. Hey, when you got the ball, you got an open shot, or you got a lane that's there for you to go ahead and drive, take full advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? At least I would go ahead and respect you more for you taking those opportunities and trying to go ahead and connect on those. Now, if you're not, then I'm going to be furious. I'm going to be mad. But I've always said this, man, and I'm an old school guy, and I know you are too as well. Defense wins championships. Without no defense, bro, it's hard to sustain, bro, and be able to be a top team in the league, man.
Something else that I know,
and I feel like that. Their personality, it does not say defense whatsoever, bro.
Something else that I know that we talked about on this channel
whatsoever
was the defense, right? And I remember after Mike Brown's first season that he said specifically, I'm paraphrasing, but like, yo, like, okay, we look good offensively, but I'm going to take this summer and the seasons beyond to like really get this team together defensively. I remember he said that. It was like, yo, like, all right, because I couldn't fix it in this one season, but we're going to continue to work on that, and it seems like it got worse. Like, and I don't understand. Do your stars need to buy in? But here's the thing. Like, I feel like Sabonis puts in a lot of effort on both ends of the floor. I just feel like his issue is,
he does.
But what's one thing? We always talk about with him, right? Foul trouble. He doesn't have any help
That's
down
over.
low. He doesn't have any help down low.
No, not at all.
I think this problem. I think the root of the problem is like we know the shooting. I feel like the shooting is schematic though, because we know we have shooters on the team. Monk can knock down threes. You know what I'm saying? And we know Keegan and Herter can knock down threes. We just saw Trey Lyles last night against the Pistons knocking down threes. You know, and De'Aaron Fox, you know,
down threes,
could shoot at a pretty decent clip. So I think it was something schematically that changed in the offense over from last year to this year, and I think did we make a mistake with DeMar DeRozan, man? Adding, but I understand. I'm glad you said that because I feel like a lot of people are like blaming Monte McNair. Now, okay, what do you think about Monte McNair? Because I was kind of disappointed, and I know a lot of people didn't. I know a lot of people disagree with me when I said this. Kyle Kuzma would have been a better fit. Kuzma was a better rebounder than DeMar DeRozan.
Kuzma than DeRozan
because of his skill set fitting on this team.
Yes,
he's a better rebounder than DeMar DeRozan.
Yes,
he's a better 3-point shooter than DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah,
taller.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
could stretch the floor, and he's a real power forward. Yes. Then you could have had DeMar DeRozan at the 3. I agree. I believe he's kind of playing 3 net now anyway. Have Keegan off your bench. You know what I'm saying? Backing up DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, could have move your bench. Yeah, could have.
You know,
for sure, 100%. I wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be bad.
I think the problem of they were trying to like fit. I really feel like bonus needs help, but actually like starting Keegan and DeRozan together is a little bit redundant in your offense. One of those.
It is.
Keegan should have came off the bench, and you should have got another 4.
Yeah,
a real 4 to play.
Well, and that's why I said I don't feel like they did what they needed to go ahead and do in the offseason when they only got Monk and DeRozan back.
Yeah,
I just felt like at that time it was still undersized. They brought back Alex Lynn, who's really not a threat when he's on the court. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? He's just there to really protect the rim and get rebounds. Trey Lyles is too small to play the power forward spot. You know what I'm saying? Keegan's too small to play the power forward spot. So it's like, you know, who do you have here? I know you signed Jay. He's a little undersized, but he's gonna go ahead and bruise. He's gonna be down there to bruise for you. He's a little bit older now. You know what I'm saying? They've been in the league for quite some time, been a veteran traveler or whatever. But I'm like me personally, man, you know, and just seeing what I've been seeing, reading what I've been reading, I felt like the Kings they're under fire before they went ahead and did Mike Brown. You know what I mean? I felt like Monte McNair should have been the one that should have been on the hot seat. Keep Mike Brown throughout the whole year. Make a trade. See what go ahead and happen. I mean, who are you on the phone with? We've been hearing so many trades with so many different teams, bro. And it didn't happen. So it's like, Monte McNair, what are you doing?
It should have been a GM. It should have been a GM. And I remember even saying the previous summer, I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing? I think Monte McNair splashes like that. Monte McNair is hanging his hat. He's still living off that Sabonis acquisition. That's what he's living off. Bringing Sabonis in, that was a great move. But since then, has he done anything that really makes anybody like jump out of their seat?